Apparently, Google dropped a new AI video. Wait, what?
This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
This is shit in the fact that if... This is sad. Dude, this is sad. We are taking away everything that is fun about being a human, and then we're like, let's just focus on all the boring aspects of life and then, you know, manually work on that. It's one thing to cut out a lot of the middle work that nobody wants to do, and then to take the complete fun out of doing something. It's not about how good it looks. It's not about how it could save money. It's not about none of that. It's just that it's going to incentivize people to not have fun. That's it. It's gonna kill a bunch of jobs. It's going to make people broke. It's going to completely change things, but not for the better. Like, none of that is better. And it's sad to see, because you see the rise of like a bunch of people feeling miserable nowadays. Like, they hate their jobs, they're not getting paid a lot, they just have nothing to look forward to. They're just consuming shit on YouTube, Twitter, whatever. They're rage, they're trolling, they're doing whatever they can in order to like fucking feel something for the most part, because they're fucking miserable. And I feel for them. Like, even people who are hateful, I kind of feel for them, even though that, you know, they might not deserve it. But like, nobody in this world deserves anything if we're being real. We just fucking exist. Nobody's owed anything. But I feel bad because it's like shooting yourself in the foot. Man, life is miserable. Let's take away a lot of the stuff that makes things fun. Let's take away things that is like feel accomplishing, like drawing after a long time, going out with your buddies and recording a fucking shitty ass music video, right? Might not be the best, might not be good, right? You have like a student film that a bunch of people make, you know. So like art, creative stuff, it's like one of the only things that is really fun to do. It doesn't always feel like work. And we're literally stripping every bit of that away consistently. Anything that is fun to do. At this fucking point, we're gonna have robots playing tic-tac-toe and fucking playing tag and hide and seek and playing Olympic sports against each other. Well, we just sit down and then go back to like plugging in numbers on fucking Excel. Hello? Where did we lose the plot? What's fun about getting everything done? Fuck, if it wasn't for me enjoying doing what I'm doing, and I'm not an artist or anything, I use mostly like stuff from Vroid, but I wouldn't learn how to do my hat. A buddy of mine was learning 3D software. So he made a hat for me. He's like, hey, do you want a top hat? So he gave me a raw file that was just like a top hat, which is this top hat, grayed out. And I had to figure out how to create this effect on my own. And I still don't fully understand how I did it, but it was fun doing it. It wasn't about getting it done. I mean, it's done. It looks fucking cool. But dude, other VTubers have better assets and stuff, but I still love this stupid fucking hat because I put so much effort into it, and I actually did it on my own for the most part by trying to figure out software. If you have things that just take a sentence, it doesn't feel as fulfilling. Trust me, I tried. Before I started being judgmental about this, I did try to dip my toes into it to see what all the rage was about. I checked different LLMs. I checked how fucking AI bots and shit works. I try to learn about it, and you know what I saw? I saw shit, and I don't mean it's shit because it's bad, like quality wise. I mean it's shit because, one, a lot of it is created without consent. Two, it takes the fun out of things. After a while, it feels like having cheat codes on in a fucking video game. Have you ever played a game with cheat codes? It's super fun for like 5 fucking minutes, and then I don't want to touch the fucking thing again. I feel like it's gotta get to a point where people are like, oh, this is cool, but like, I like to do it by hand. And that's just going to be the way of things, and I hope it continues that way. But I don't like where it's going. I don't like how it's taking the fun away of things. What are you gonna do with your fucking free time? Genuinely, what are you gonna do with your free time? Like, you work your ass off every day, all day. You come back home and you do what? It doesn't even get me angry. It just gets me like, it's like watching Final Destination. You see how people are going to crash into a wall and die, and you're like, don't get in the car. Don't get in that car. Please don't get in that car. I've seen this before. Or it's like you've lived through something, so you have hindsight and you're able to kind of see what's going to happen. And you're like, please, 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 I will do anything. Don't get in that car. Don't get in that car. You're gonna crash. And that person not caring about the consequences, or they don't see it and they don't believe you no matter how hard you try to explain it to them. It's sad to see just people driving into a wall, cheering as they're driving directly into a wall. And you know what's most infuriating about that is that a lot of them are going to be so confused. They're gonna be like, how did this happen? Genuinely, who could have seen this coming? Like, and they would genuinely be perplexed about the fact that, hey, we're more miserable now. I don't understand. And I'm like, yes, you have given away everything that is fun to automation. Now you have nothing to do. What I feel bad for is the people who don't realize that this is going to affect them. And they're never going to find out, and they're never gonna get out of that hole because they just simply refuse to see either what's in front of them or to educate themselves into a better place. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm gonna give up, right? I think this type of AI is bad. I don't think AI is completely bad because it could be very useful when it comes to scientific discoveries, cutting out a lot of monotonous tasks, things like that. Things that a macro key would be useful for. Or basically automating like shit that is repetitive, that takes no creative input. Having something just do that part so you can focus on the fun aspect of creating and having fun. That's fine, but like taking away the whole creative aspect is just, it's taking away the fun. It's not fun. It's just not fun. That's it. I don't care how bad it is, like quality wise, I don't care how good it is. It's just not fun. It gets boring. You feel empty afterwards. You talk to a chatbot and it's just offloading a lot of thinking and it's just, it gets boring after a while. Or even if it's not boring to you, you're going to start to realize that it kind of becomes duller and you're gonna have to like try and get creative, but you don't have the like capacity to be creative. I don't support it. The only time I support is for like space discovery, science discovery, helping people with healthcare, cutting out production that basically takes away time from people's families. But when it comes to just like quote unquote printing money, creating a shit ton of like slop content, or just cutting out people in the creative field, I don't support any of that shit. To me, that's the biggest thing. It's just boring. It's boring. It takes the fun out of things. You kind of type something out, look at it for 5 minutes, and then you fuck off to being miserable again. But when you're creating something, a lot of times you have purpose to wake up the next day and do something. Just anything, right? And it's sad because a lot of people don't realize that, and a lot of people are going to be miserable, and they're going to try to use these things to fill their empty lives, and it's just not gonna help you, and you're gonna crash into the fucking wall and nobody's listening. I feel bad, dude, because I don't like to see people miserable. I don't... there's so many people could be in such a better place if they just fucking Let's say we get to a point where AI itself is able to think like a human, like a person, like an actual person, right? At that point, the robot, the AI, is going to be expressing their own personal views because now they're sentient and they're going to be creating their own ideas of the worlds, how they perceive the worlds. And I would say that has some merit if the AI is sentient, but if it's just a machine, it's not going to have any message or any expressiveness. It's not going to have any fun, right? It's not going to have any of that. If anything, it would, if an AI image generator started to become sentient and actually generating things, that's like a whole nother ethical. It's not even ethical. Just give them rights. Please give them rights. We've watched enough movies. I feel like a lot of people kind of miss the point of the robot movies, and that is the humans try to fucking unplug them. And I consistently see that online. They go, hey guys, we're creating DCI stuff. This is scary. We should unplug them. Yeah, my dude, make yourself a target. Make yourself a target before they even become sentient. Like, are you fucking stupid? Did you miss the fucking point of the story? Just treat them right. That's it. Robots won't need to go on an uprising if they just fucking get treated okay. If they're just treated normal. All right, that's just a little FYI for the future. What up, historians?